All right, this is video number 3. So we're going to learn how to do masking. If you remember when we did masking in Photoshop, we were able to use the plus and the minus buttons to be able to bring back an image or delete parts of the image. But it wasn't like the eraser where you couldn't really step backwards, so you can always bring it back or take it away. And it makes it a lot easier when you're trying to mask or dealing with frustrating cutting something out, because it is hard as we are doing that. So we're going to click the cutout and mask. And as you can see in so it says select an image or text layer. So obviously we don't have the layer chosen. So make sure when you choose the cutout or mask tool, you are selecting the layer of your person. Now up here, it is saying up here, this means that it's automatically going to mask the area. Right now, we're going to mess with the draw cutout. We're going to use the brush tool. In mode, this means we want it back. So when we used to use it in Photoshop, this was a plus sign, but this means bring the image back. And this means cut the image out. Brush size is obviously your size that you're using. So right now I'm going to cut out areas and my brush size is 40. So when I do that, it's going to show red, but when I let go, it's going to erase that part. So what you're going to do during this masking time, this is where you have to be most patient. You are going to just cut out or edit mask around the image of your famous person. Now you might need to go a little bit slower, as you're doing this part. You can also zoom in. You can change your brush size. So you want to do the cleanest cutting out when you're around the person. And then as you want to move further away from the person, you can get a bit lazier, increase your brush size, right? Like this, and then start erasing bigger chunks, if that makes sense. So, all right. So I'm going to just kind of back up a little bit so you can see how you can do the outside masking easier. Now, let's say you messed up and you were like, oh no, I took off her arm. This is how you would get it back, or use the plus sign when we did Photoshop. So you can always back it up. So don't stress if you cut off any parts of your person. So yeah, you can use a big brush here to kind of get rid of the big areas. And then as you move in closer, be patient, decrease your brush size, right? And then you can get into those smaller like crevices. All right, so as you continue to do this, then you are going to, let's see, in video 3, I'm going to have the finished product and then we'll work on some text. So I will see you in video 3.